Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today we are not driving around the roads, but today we are doing indoors. Welcome to my vlogs. Today we are going to teach you how to use the VWM-13TALK 13 kg washing machine. So please watch and learn. I've learned also, and I'll highlight where I've made mistakes on this video. I'm sure many of you have such a machine. Thank you, enjoy, and remember to subscribe. Yes, so first of all, I sort the clothes. I chose the t-shirts that do not actually remove any color or shed any color. We just try to prevent other innocent clothes. And of course, I had to turn it on. The cable is usually clipped behind, so if you're not careful, you might break the second clip. So I had to be careful on that. Of course, plugging it in on the power source. My power source was far, so I had to look for a longer extension. Now we have two buttons there, three. We have the spinner, wash, we have the washing minutes, and also we have the timer, the timer and the washing type, and be gentle or normal. So I had to turn on the 9 minutes so that it can start the countdown towards 0. And I noticed that the water is actually above the recommended level. As you can see, if you look carefully, you'll see there's water that's actually getting out of that. So I had to level by just removing maybe two at least two small buckets, so that I won't have like a hectic time, doing the mopping and all that if it overflows. And that worked very fine. So continue counting down there, the normal washing type. Once it was done, I had to repeat, but this time I had to put around 9 minutes, just to to make sure that the clothes are cleaner. Yeah, as you can see, just checking the level also. As you can see, the water is coming up. 6 minutes actually. It was good. Yeah. Now, this is the issue, the blunder that I did, or rather the mistake. Normally, just don't even think about the washing machine. Look at the normal washing, the traditional washing that we usually do, the traditional laundry that we usually do. Normally, when you wash, the second step is to rinse, basically to remove the soap. And once you remove the soap, you now squeeze to dry the clothes or remove the excess water. That's the function of the spinner. Now, the mistake I did was remove the clothes directly after washing without rinsing and dumping them in the spinner. So basically, I would have dried using the spinner, but with soap, and that's the mistake I did. As you can see, I noticed there later on, but I didn't do the spinning. So that's the mistake I did. And actually, when you are removing the clothes, they usually get twisted each other. They twist each other. So you have to do like a reversal twisting so that you can get each cloth out. Okay, that's what I did. I removed the t-shirts, the clothes, the panties, and put them there. But eventually I realized actually I was using it as a space, basically to store the clothes there, and then use this again to wash the second batch of the clothes, which were the they had jeans, khaki jeans, and some other miscellaneous clothes. Yeah, so that's where we were. So I had to drain that water. Of course, you have to drain for you to be able to use that particular tub. Yeah, I had to do like two and a half drains because the basin was small. Yeah, so it was so tedious. I wish that pipe was longer. That's now one of the drawbacks of this particular machine. The pipe is shorter. You can have another longer pipe, but I bought another longer pipe, but this particular pipe I needed a technician who could be able to fix it right from the source where the pipe picks the water from and remove this one, but I've not gotten one. Yeah, so that was the second drain. Yeah, it's slow, but of course eventually it will end. As you can see, there are also residues that remain. You can see, which means that the machine needs a cleaning. It needs an expert to do that. So what I did was just pour clean water around there so that dirt or residue can go down the pipe. And also I drained once again, just basically to remove that water. Yeah. Once I did that, as you can see, the water is fairly clean as compared to clearer compared to the first drain or the second drain. Once I completed that draining, I now filled water again, just basically to wash the second batch. As you can see, clean water there. But then remember, when you're trying to drain, once you've cleared the residue doesn't go. Some actually hang or attach themselves beneath. So once you fill that tub with water, they will of course come afloat, and that's why I use this sieve to remove them, so that my clothes cannot get attached to my clothes. That's the soap I use. Feel free, I'm not advertising. You can use any. And so it was time to dump them in. There are some shorts, some black t-shirts. I didn't want to risk the first wash because these are unpredictable. Dark clothes are unpredictable. You never know if they, give out color or not. And so I had to combine them together. And that's it. Close, set the timer to 9, depending on your preference. I prefer 9 or 12, just to take a longer time as I do my own stuff. Yeah, you know what we are checking there. So the spinner is counting down. I remember I forgot some pair of socks, so I dropped them in. Done. Again, when you want to rinse, when you want to spin, that is after rinsing, you spin with a detergent, not a detergent per se, but a softener. You remember Star Soft? Yeah, such. They soften your clothes and then they leave a very nice aroma on your clothes. And that was done. So the countdown starts. And we are done. So again, the same process. Remove the clothes, drain the water, and rinse. But then I had to add more minutes to again do the washing. So I timed at 6 and the timer was done. Of course, I had to check the magnitude of the dirt or the impact, so I had to remove them. You see how twisted they are? When they are twisted, they are very heavy to remove. So that's the second batch. Yeah, so basically removing so that I can be able to drain that water. Yeah, don't worry about the background. There's a child that is, feeling sleepy. So on the spinner, before we reach even at the spinner level, normally for the spinner to work very well, the clothes, two criteria need to be met. Number one criteria is that the clothes need to be fully fixed. That is, they need to be compressed inside that spinner tab. And then number two, having compressed them, they must be up to the top, up to the brim, so that there can be a balance. And that's how it works. If it doesn't, those two criteria, if you don't meet those two criteria, then you tend to have a very unbalanced spinning, and hence you'll have some vibration on that machine. So that's the dirty water I'm draining. That's the second wash. So yeah, it's going on well. It was very hectic, and it uses a lot of water as compared to if you are doing laundry in the traditional manner. This uses a lot of water because you have to do like 2 rinsings, So I tried the spinner that is. That's when I realized that I had blundered, where I needed to first rinse. But having said that, this is where now I was trying to drain out the first water. Then after completing, I tried spinning. Now, at this point, you can choose either gentle or normal. Okay? And the speed at which you want it to spin. As you can hear, there was a lot of noise, and that's when I realized that, number one, I hadn't rinsed those clothes. Number two, even if I had rinsed, the clothes were not compressed well, you see. So I had to try to compress them. But still, the noise was coming a lot, and there was a lot of vibration of the whole machine. And so, as you can see, there's a lot of space on top. That's not supposed to happen that way. You need to fill the clothes up to the top. That's why we have this lid here, to prevent it to prevent the clothes from, moving away. And that's when I realized we haven't rinsed. So we are going to rinse these clothes. And then spin them. Spinning meaning basically means drying. So this is just basically the drying part. So yes, we are going on well. Yeah, so that's where we have reached. So that's when I realized that I need to rinse first. So I had put, as earlier mentioned, clean water, returned to wash, then put the timer, the washing time normal, but the timer I put it around 12 so that I can have more time. I had to push up to 16 so that I can just go do some stuff and come back. Unfortunately, that's where I was able to record up to. So thank you for tuning in. See you in the next video.